We are watching Luffy's past as he tests out his special powers. Luffy, who is causing a ruckus with his elastic punch, gets scolded by his bar manager's sister for not using his strength everywhere. Then, Shanks tells Luffy that they are embarking on a long journey and won't be coming back. Luffy becomes sad. Luffy, Zoro, and Nami have set sail on the ship. Despite it being midnight, Nami is still unable to open the chest's lock, making her aggressive. Consequently, she tells Luffy to stay quiet. Finally, they manage to unlock the chest and come across a map. The map is divided into 4 sections. While discussing the map, a flare is shot at their ship, during which Elastic Luffy swallows the map. Luffy, Zoro, and Nami have fainted. When they wake up, Luffy, Nami, and Zoro find themselves in a circus. In this circus, the spectators are forcibly entertained and made to laugh against their will, with their hands cuffed. We see that the pirate clown forcing people to laugh and be amazed is Buggy the Clown. Luffy says he recognizes the clown Buggy. When Buggy introduced himself, Luffy throws his hat upwards, just as Nami tries to escape. Nami is surprised when she sees the town, and circus staff capture her. The homes of the townspeople were destroyed, and the people were being forcibly entertained. Buggy was a very ruthless pirate. The staff take Nami and Zoro to another area to torture them. Koby is receiving maritime training. During this time, Vice Admiral Garp arrives alongside Morgan. Garp is an extremely powerful marine who captured the owner of One Piece, Gold Roger. Meanwhile, Nami and Zoro are tied up, and Nami is attempting to break free. The merciless Buggy, stretching Luffy's hands and arms, demands the location of the map from Luffy. Luffy explains that the map is necessary for him to become the Pirate King. Meanwhile, Buggy takes a child and bullies him. Just then, Luffy uses all his strength to break the ropes. Luffy stands up and throws an elastic punch at Buggy, causing Buggy's head to fall into someone's lap. However, Buggy is still laughing because his special ability is the complete detachment of every part of his body. Later, Buggy releases a sleep-inducing gas on Luffy, causing him to faint. While Zoro and Nami are talking, a pirate approaches them and corners Zoro. Vice Admiral Garp asks Koby if he is working with them. Koby replies, "No sir, I am not." Vice Admiral Garp asks if the Straw Hat Boy is Luffy. We are witnessing Luffy's past. In the meantime, bad pirates come into the area, and Luffy confronts them, telling them to leave. The bad man who harasses Luffy encounters Shanks, and a big fight breaks out between them. Eventually, Shanks and his crew emerge victorious. Luffy is imprisoned in a glass enclosure by Buggy, and water is seeping in. If Luffy doesn't reveal the location of the map, he will drown. It seems like Luffy has no choice but to speak. Then we go back to the past, where Luffy is abducted by bad pirates, and we see their boat sinking. But soon after, we see Shanks. Shanks and Luffy encounter a massive creature, and Shanks tells the creature to disappear from here by looking into its eyes, and the creature leaves without doing anything. With the creature gone, Luffy and Shanks embrace tightly. Luffy is on the verge of drowning. Meanwhile, Zoro continues to fight, and even I felt dizzy watching. They render the bad pirate ineffective with a punch from Nami sneaking up from behind, and Zoro knocks the pirate unconscious. Luffy clicks the glass and then uses his special power to shatter it. Buggy shouts, "Where are the guards?" Meanwhile, a map comes out of Luffy's mouth. Buggy takes the map and laughs. Nami, Zoro, and Luffy are ready to fight against Buggy. Buggy detaches every part of his body to gain a more powerful position. During this time, Luffy and his group devise a clever move. They immobilize Buggy by locking all of his body parts in chests. Buggy is completely incapacitated, with only his head, short legs, and short arms remaining. Luffy throws Buggy out of the circus with his elastic punches. Luffy and his group free the innocent people in the circus. Meanwhile, Garp decides to execute Morgan. The townsfolk bring food to Luffy and his friends, and Luffy says, "You need this food more than us." We go back to the past, where Luffy and Shanks are safely in the town. Luffy tells Shanks that he will become the Pirate King. Back to the present, Nami sews up the torn part of Luffy's hat and hands it back to him, and Luffy thanks her. Nami, without Luffy and Zoro noticing, moves to the inner compartment of the ship and contacts someone. Who did Nami talk to and collaborate with?